Well, hello friends. I hope you all are doing well. In this video, we are going to discuss about the child care benefits that the Canadian government provides. Well, I'll be guiding you through step-by-step process. We will be discussing who are eligible, what you can do to apply for this, and what are the documents that are required related to this, and how to fill those documents. That is very important part. I have seen many videos on YouTube related to childcare benefit that Canadian government provides, but there is hardly any video in which you can see all these things in detail. The details are missing. So that is what I am going to do today. So I will be discussing each and every aspect in detail and how to fill that form. I personally faced a few issues while filling the forms, and I surfed on YouTube and internet to look for resources, but it consumed a lot of time. So I am going to discuss that how we can fill those forms and how various you know fields that can be filled in these forms so that you don't face much issues related to this. First of all, this is just an informational video. Okay, I would just like to tell you that not every size fits everyone. So if it is working for me, maybe it will not work for you. So you have to use your prudence, you have to use your due discretion, and then take the decision. Okay, so I'm just reminding again, this is just an informational video to help the newcomers or the people who are looking to apply for the child care. Okay, so first of all, when you come to Canada, I came with my family, I came with my wife and my 5-year-old son. So initially, the first 1 or 2 months are going to be very tough. We start the life from scratch over here. So coming, to Canada, all the way from India, by leaving your family over there, leaving your friends over there. So it can be sometimes a bit challenging. And as there is a saying, first step is always the hardest. So the first step in Canada, it is hard. It will take a few months to get used to the new culture, to the Canadian way of doing the things. Back in our native countries, things are done in a very different way, and in Canada, it's totally poles apart. So there are some good things, there are some positive things, there are some negative things. So we have to absorb all those things. Okay, and in order to tackle these. What we can say is the predicaments that new immigrants face or the newcomers face, Canadian government try their level best by providing some of the facilities. And one such facility is childcare benefit. In childcare benefit, the Canadian government provides monetary help until your child becomes the age of 18. Well, childcare benefit can be availed up to 4 children. So, if a family is having four or less children, then all these children are eligible to get the child care benefit. Okay, if for example, if a family is having 5 children, then the Canadian government will only give the child care benefit for the first 4 children, not the fifth one. Okay, that is the first thing. And secondly, a big question that comes in mind, that who are the people uh, eligible to get this child care benefit? So if you are a Canadian citizen, if you are a Canadian permanent resident, and also if you are in Canada on a work permit and you have been living here in Canada from last 18 months, then From the 19th month onward, you will also be eligible. So it is a big positive for those people who are on the work permit over here. Work permit doesn't matter what kind of work permit you have. It can be open work permit, closed work permit, spouse work permit. So basically, the childcare benefit can be availed from the day you landed in Canada as a permanent resident, as a new immigrant. For example, say you landed on 14th of May. So from 14th May 2022, you will get the child care benefit. Then you will be eligible to get payment from the day that you landed, not from the day that you applied. So that is so there are basically two forms that you need to fill. The first one is RC 66 form and the second one is RC 66 SCH. You can get the link to these forms in the description box. Now let's see the step number one of applying for the childcare benefit. Just you have to do nothing, go to Google and type the childcare benefit Canada. And you will be redirected. There will be many results that will be coming. And the first one you can see over here is the CCB. It is written over here and it is of Canada, www.canada.ca. So it is the Canadian website, the official Canadian website of the government where you can apply for the child care benefit. And just click on this. So the process is very straightforward. They have given all the details who can apply. The first thing is, so as I have shared with you before, that it is if you are a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, a temporary resident who has lived in Canada for previous 18 months and has a valid permit in the 19th month, and individual who is registered or entitled under the Indian Act. So here, please don't confuse the Indians with the people who have come from the country of India. This these Indians, they are referring to the indigenous people who are the local people of the Canada. So these are not the Indians from India. Okay, so don't confuse the two terms. Okay, that is the first one, that who can apply. Okay, and I have told you about this in detail already. So secondly is how you can apply. So that's it. So there are basically three methods to apply. One is through the birth registration. If your child has born in Canada, then that is the first option that you can have. But if you have recently come to Canada and your child was born in your native country, so this is not an option. And online through my account, this is an option for those people who have filled their taxes in Canada. So if you are a newcomer, you would not have filled any tax statement by now. So you cannot apply online through my account. My account over here is the account of CRA, Canadian Revenue Agency. This account you cannot access until and unless you have paid one income, you have filled one income tax stub. So you can't apply by this option. So the only option left for the newcomers is by mail. If you are a new permanent resident, so you have to download the forms and then you have to send those forms through mail to a particular address. To which address, that we will discuss later on in the video. So this is the option that you can avail. Now, if you click on mail, it is written that you have to fill the form RC66. That is the basic form. And then you have to mail it to your tax center. So tax center depends on which kind of area or which territory you are living in. So that we will discuss later on. So let's see the next step, that is the form RC66. Okay. And before just filling about the form RC66, there is one more important thing I would like to share with you is that There are two, three types of childcare benefits that you can get. One is from the provincial government. Provincial government is the state government where you are living. Like if you are living in Alberta, then you will be eligible to get the childcare benefit from the Alberta. If you are living in Ontario, then it would be for Ontario. And one is a federal childcare benefit, that is the national level. So this covers everyone. And second one is provincial. So when you apply for childcare benefit, you do not have to fill two forms, just you have to fill one form, and the government will take care of it. They will merge all the childcare benefits in one. So it is not that you have to fill one different form for the provincial government and one different form for the federal. So they have facilitated this process, they have made this process easier for you. So it is a very good thing. And apart from it, there are some other benefits like GST credit, HST credit, and one another credit that you can get just by filling this form. So you need not to fill different forms for all of these things. So that is one very important thing. So it saves a lot of time. And now coming to the step that before applying, before filling the form RC66, now there is one calculator which tells you, which gives you a brief idea that how much you can get. So let's see how we can have it. So this is to calculate your payments. So there is one calculator, calculate how much you can get. Okay, just click on this link. Now you have to just accept, I accept. Okay, so firstly you have to tell the tax year. For example, if you have landed in 2022 and 2021 is the tax year, will be that you will be eligible for. So fill just 2021, basically the last year that you fill the tax for, and your residency status. So if you are living in Canada right now, then this is what you will fill. You will be filling over here. Then the province and your marital status. It's married, separated, or divorced, or whatever it is. You can fill it according to yourself. I am just considering it to be married, and then we press next. So family information, how many children you have. So you can fill one, two, three, depending on the number of children you have. Do you reside outside? Did you reside outside a census metropolitan area in Alberta on 1st April 2022? Census metropolitan area is that if you lived outside, if you lived in a rural area on April 1st, 2022. So you can fill no to that if you were not living in a rural area. If you were outside the municipal area, the metropolitan area, then you can fill yes, but mostly this will get as a no. Now, and also if you have landed after 1st of April 2022, then you can also fill it yes. So now in the step 3, you can see that you have to fill the first name, okay, of your children. You can click the information. This information is only for the display purpose, okay, and if you don't want to provide your child name, it's up to you. So just fill the first name. You can fill it like anything, like I'm filling Saga. And then you can fill the date of birth. Date of birth you can have is 11th, then day can be 24th, and year can be 2017. So 24th November 2017. So disabled, yes or no. Shared custody, yes or no. So okay, if you are living with a family, then you cannot have to uh, give the custody to anybody else. So answer will be no. So then you will add this child. And after adding this child, just if you have another children, then you can fill the first name of the second children, and it's his or her date of birth and all these steps. If you have just one children, then just go to next. Now, in this, we have we first mentioned the year 2021, the last year that you filled the tax return for. So now you have to fill your net income, and this will be in dollars. For example, if you were in India or in your native country, what your net income was. So this form, one more important thing that I need to mention over here is when some family is applying for childcare benefit, so this primarily will be the mother who will be applying, not the father. If father is applying, then you have to give a consent letter from the mother that father is primarily responsible for all the take care of the children and for all the basic needs like food and to take all the day to day activities. Father is involved, not mother. So basically, mother will be filling these all these details. So mother will be the applicant in this case, okay, not the father. So your net income, the net income of the female, basically. So you can fill net income, for example, if it is in rupees or in any other currency, then you have to convert it into dollars. And how to convert into dollars, which rate to consider, that I will let you know while filling the forms. Okay, so just wait for that. So now your net income. So if, for say, if your net income of last year was $3,000, that would be something like 1.8 lakh Indian rupees if you are converting into Indian, or you can fill it whatever, $4,000. Your spouse net income, I'm just considering it to be 4,500. Your working income. So now there is a slight bit of difference between the net income and working income. Net income is the income that you earned after you after spending some of the money on the child, take care of your child. For example, if you are paying for his school fee, for example, if you are paying for the daycare facilities, so that amount will you will reduce that amount from your income. So that is how net income is calculated. Your working income is your net income plus the income from all other sources without any subtraction. So say, for if the net income was 4,500 and your spouse was 5,000, you can fill the same also if you are not spending a lot of money on your children education, or if a children's a daycare, then you can have the same value also. Okay. Then UCCB and RDSP, if you are a newcomer, then you will not be need to fill anything. This is the child care benefit if you are getting any. So you can have zero. You can skip this. It will automatically fill zero. Then uh, would you like to answer some additional question? You can have yes always. So what income will is expected for you for the year of 2022? So here it is an expected income. That is a likely income you are going to have. It is a guesswork. For example, you are have got a job and you are earning 2,500 a month, so you can just multiply by 12. Or if you haven't got a job and you have a rough idea that you will get a job, so you can fill the expected working income that you are going to earn in this year. And one more thing, when they talk about 2022 tax year in Canada, so their tax year usually starts from January to December. Like in India, it is a bit different. It is a financial year starts from April to 31st March, but over here, usually the January to 31st December. So you can have any guess that for example, if you are going to get this a part-time job and earn $2,000 a month, and you are going to You can fill it like $12,000, and for spouse you can again fill it according to you, say 18,000. And other income is income from your housing, income from agriculture. So these, if you have any income, if you expect to be any, then you can fill it. Otherwise, this is only a forecasted income. This is what you are having. You are just having a guess that how much you will be able to earn. So just make a guess and do a little bit of calculations, and then you can just fill for yourself and your spouse. If you expect to be other income, then you can fill it, otherwise leave it as such. Now coming to disability and tax credit, and this you can have no disability tax credit, and spouse disability, no. If there is any disability factor, then you can fill yes. So now this is the total benefit amount that you are going to get in a year. That is 11,843. So that includes your $583 per month for the Canada child benefit that he will be getting from the federal government. And if it is a child is living in Alberta, then $502 quarterly. Quarterly is in 4 months, so roughly around 120 $130 per month. So that makes the total child subsidy somewhere around 680 or 700. So if your child is over the age of 6, this amount will reduce a little bit. For the first year, amount is higher, but when the child uh, becomes more than 6 year old, then it reduces by around $100. Okay. And also, more income you will have, the less childcare subsidy you will get. So that about the income slabs we will discuss in the some other later video. So this is the monthly federal and quarterly provincial childcare benefits. Apart from it, while when you will fill the childcare form, you will also get some tax credits, that is GST HST credit quarterly amount. So that is in a quarter, in a 3 month period, how much you will be getting as a GST HST credit. So it's a 3 month period. I beg your pardon. Over here, it will also be a 3 month period. So 130 around. And the climate action incentive payment, again a quarterly payment, so 230. So these are so around roughly $80. So this is again some tax credits that you will be getting when you will be filling the child care benefit. And then one major benefit is Canada workers benefit. So this is another benefit that you will get by after filling the child care form. So all these benefits will get combined, and you will not have to fill for each of them individually. So this all will be linked to your profile. Okay, so that is one good thing of applying for the child care benefit. So this is just a rough estimate. So figures will vary depending on your how much tax you have filled, what was your income. So just a rough idea, to get a rough idea that you will be getting the benefit of around $12,000 for a year. Okay. So now coming back